Hello everyone, I'm making this video to tell you more about my future plans that involve making videos about other games and also my legacy. Excuse me if my voice doesn't sound so well, but I just came home from a week of teaching, so that's how it is. I'm gonna start with the games part, the other games. First, I wanna say that in near future, in the next, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 months, I do not plan on shifting my main priority away from Star Wars: The Old Republic. However, that said, I do plan on trying something new. Now, the games that I've been thinking about and that have been mostly suggested by you guys, by my viewers, are two. The first is Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and the second one is the Mass Effect series. And my personal thoughts, my personal preference, I was divided between three games. Two of them were those two, and the third one was Dragon Age Origins. I have mentioned in some of my previous videos that Dragon Age Origins is probably the game that I consider to be my all-time favorite RPG, and that almost since I started making videos, I've always thought a little about making videos about Dragon Age Origins. So here's what I think about those games. Now, first, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR. To be honest, this game right now is on the bottom of my list of those three games because of few reasons. Now, even though it's directly connected to Star Wars: The Old Republic, the one I'm currently making videos about, let me try to come up with a few reasons. First, I played that game very long time ago. I haven't replayed it for many years. So it will be a little harder for me, I think, to get into it, to kind of remember the little side stuff that you have to do there. And another thing is that it's not so cinematic, which is not bad, I guess, but the fact that, for example, the player character has no voice acting, I think it will not work so well if I make videos like I do now. In other words, I will need to put at least some light commentary while I play, and in my current situation right now, where I'm pretty busy, that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to make videos about something that doesn't require that much effort, and I'll have to edit my voice on top of everything. And on top of that, the story is pretty much canonized already. We know what's the canon for Revan, the main character, and it'll be kind of weird to play him as or actually it can be her, but it's him actually. So you know what I mean. I also believe I had some problems with the gameplay. I enjoyed the story. The story was great, obviously, but I had some problems with the gameplay. I didn't really... At many points it felt like I didn't like certain aspects of the gameplay and the combat. Not that that's a main issue, it's an older game, so it's fine, but just something I thought about. As for Knights of the Old Republic 2, well, I will do that if I do Knights of the Old Republic 1 at some point. Moving on to the second game, I'm gonna pick Dragon Age. Like I said, it's probably my favorite RPG ever. However, it has the same issue, just like KOTOR, where your main character does not have voice acting. So if I don't do some commentary while I play, there is a big chance, I think, that if you watch the videos, you may not be able to spot what dialogue option I'm picking. The dialogue options there, just like KOTOR, are longer. They're not just it's not the dialogue wheel, it's like whole sentences, and unless I hover the dialogue option and let it stay like that for a few seconds so you can read while I'm choosing, you may have to go back or pause the video or something like that, and it's not very comfortable, and I don't think I really have the time and effort to put into right now. And since I like the game so much, I want to do that. I don't think that's gonna be the game I'm gonna play right now either. Another thing about Dragon Age Origins, well, let's say that I think my opinion of the game can be a little different from that of most people. When I played through the game, I thought about some things about the game, the storyline, the characters and so on that I didn't really see mentioned by others when I watched videos or read forums or stuff. So it would be really interesting for me to share some of my thoughts with you while I play and see if you think that way or if I'm just imagining things, and you know what I mean. I really want to do it properly, just like Kotor. Now probably before I go to Mass Effect, maybe you've wondered why I say the Mass Effect series and not the Dragon Age series. There are 2 games of Dragon Age. The short version is I don't like Dragon Age 2. I just don't like it. It's probably my biggest disappointment in gaming history ever. It's like I had such big expectations and it just failed to deliver at almost all points, you know. So, and I'm glad, to be honest, that Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age 1 are not so directly connected story-wise like Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 are. So I can just do Dragon Age Origins and completely skip 2 and be fine with it. But while I'm at the Dragon Age topic, I want to talk about the 3rd game, the Dragon Age Inquisition, and it may, no, I'm saying may, I'm not sure, but it may be the game that takes priority over Star Wars The Old Republic, or at least the same priority when it is released. And it's gonna be released probably in a year from now. I'm not really sure, there is no official release date, but it does have things that look very promising about it. The things I've read, the things I've seen seem very cool, as it's gonna be a huge game and it's gonna have great things. A lot of stuff is going to be more like Origins than it was like in Dragon Age 2, and I'm really excited about it. I signed up for the closed beta, so I'll be really happy if I get the chance to jump in and see what it's about, and then I'll have a better idea how to organize my video making and all that. But I really want to do Dragon Age Inquisition, at least right now, which is going to be released in a year from now, and I really want to do Dragon Age Origins before that. And what I'm thinking is, if I don't do Dragon Age Origins now and instead start with the Mass Effect series, can I finish all 3 games in a year from now? You know, I'm not gonna stop making my Legacy and my Star Wars The Old Republic videos, so I'm wondering, probably if I go ahead and skip all the side missions and just go straight down the main plot in Mass Effect, I could probably do all 3 games. I'm not sure, to be honest. And probably some of you wonder why I think about Mass Effect 3, because I said I was disappointed by Mass Effect 2. Well, yeah, 3 was a disappointment, partially, but at least partially. You know, if you compare Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3, Mass Effect 3 had some of the good stuff that Mass Effect 2 had. And it had some horrible stuff and some over-the-top streamlining and all that I didn't like. But it had some of that old goodness. While Dragon Age 2 compared to Dragon Age Origins had almost nothing, in my opinion. So I'm willing to do Mass Effect 3, even though I don't like it as much. You know, I'm talking about all these games all of a sudden. I'm not sure if you guys who are watching this are following what I'm saying and what I'm trying to do. I'm just thinking out loud. So, I don't know, tell me what you think about all that. I think what I'm mostly certain about is that I should probably try to do the Mass Effect series now and hope that I can finish it in time to do Dragon Age Origins before Inquisition is released, somewhere around a year from now. But I don't think I'll have the time unless... If I do all the side stuff, I will not have the time. But if I do just the main story of Mass Effect, there's a chance, so... I don't know, tell me what you think about it. I really want to hear it, especially if you guys who have played those games. I'm sorry if I've disappointed some of you by not doing the Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic now. And as for Star Wars The Old Republic, my legacy, I'm gonna tell you about my Bounty Hunter legacy that I will definitely put it on hold until this semester is over, which means until probably the end of January next year. I will finish my Sidonia legacy. I will put all my strength. I will not invest a lot of time in other videos if I'm not managing my schedule with the legacy videos about Sidonia. I'm gonna finish that. It's not gonna be more delayed than it already is, so you shouldn't worry about that. But if I finish it like in a month and a half or 2 months from now, I will have to wait till February to start my Bounty Hunter. I remember how much things it took to start Sidonia, you know, these Origins videos. I really loved making them, but I remember I made them in the winter break, and I literally spent weeks working on just these few videos. So I want to do something like that for the Bounty Hunter if I have the time, and I don't want to rush it. So that's the legacy news. The non-legacy Bounty Hunter probably gonna start earlier than the legacy one. I'm not gonna delay it at all. And that was it, I think. My throat hurts a little, so I'm gonna leave you now. I'm gonna see you today. I mean, not today, but tomorrow at the Playing With You, 6 PM London time. And if not, I hope you'll watch the live stream. Have a good evening. Tell me your thoughts about all the things I've been jabbering about. Stay tuned and be good.